We are your local election headquarters. Thousands of voters in Pulaski County have already made their way to the polls for early voting. Election officials say compared to the last presidential election, the number on the first day of early voting is record-breaking. Good evening, everyone. So glad you're with us. For Fox 16 News at 6:30, I'm Donna Terrell.
I'm Kevin Kelly. Officials say they're keeping a close eye on each ballot cast as security is a top priority. Our Lisa Hampton shares the measures they're taking to make sure your vote counts.
With voters coming in early to cast their ballot,
I can't talk about it if I don't vote.
Election officials say they are seeing numbers they haven't seen before.
Our turnout has been record-breaking. So in 2020, on our first day, we had nearly 8,100 voters in Pulaski County. Yesterday, for our first day, we had 10,775.
People have got something to say.
Yeah, I think it's great.
And they want to say it now.
Every ballot, Pulaski County election coordinator Amanda Dickens wants voters to know is secure. It's a topic that was discussed during a state election commission meeting last month.
When we had the task force meeting, we had already gone through our ballots. We have an extensive proofing process to make.
She says maintaining election integrity is a big focus for the around 800 poll workers in the county.
Making sure our poll workers, are following proper procedure with the voters, do public tests before every election. We can demonstrate for them how the machine works, test it for them right there.
Several voters say they felt confident after casting their ballot.
Here, there's nobody looking over your shoulder, nobody telling you what to do. The workers know not to influence your vote at all.
When it comes to security at polling locations, Dickens says they haven't had any issues with workers being harassed, but it's a problem the Department of Justice says is happening in other areas around the country, so precautions are being put in place.
And also after that meeting is when I put the plan in place to, contact all the police departments and get that extra patrol worked out, and especially on election night.
Hoping to make it a safe environment for every voter to make their voices heard.
How many times have y'all voted in a presidential election?
Every time we were allowed to.
And to find voting locations near you or to see your voting status, just go to our website, fox16.com. We've provided a link. And keep in mind, the deadline for absentee ballot requests is October 29th. Completed absentee ballots must be returned by mail by 7:30 on November 5th or in person on November 1st.